Antipolo. I'm not in some farm, but I'm in Taipei, Chiang Shek Memorial Hall. I'm with my friend Steph, who's over there.
Hi. We made it, guys.
We made it. The flight here was smooth.
Yes.
Very nice flight. Getting to this main station was also okay. We arrived on time. We had some trouble at the at the train station because apparently easy cards aren't that easy to get. So today is our first day, and after Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, which we know nothing about.
We're sorry.
Picture sorry. We'll read about it later. Oh, my birds! To see the birds. The weather is super nice. It's a bit cloudy,
But nice.
but nice. It's cool, so it's not very hot. So now we're going to one of the creative parks. Now we have to search how to get there. And after that, we're gonna check in our Airbnb in Ximending.
Yes.
And then, wait. A bed for your sponge. The Steph is playing this wooden game called Mystic Tea, and if you form the shape, it means you have an IQ of 50, 150.
Just like this.
Can she do it?
I don't think I can. I'm almost there.
I'm cutting this part out because I was super sweaty. But basically this is day 2 and we started it at Bao'an Temple where people pray for good health and good harvests. wine store cafe. There's nobody. Empty. Like, there's no resistance. No lines. Nobody here. So after quite a bit of fangirling, we left Shin Mitsukoshi and headed to Songshan Creative Park. By the time we finished at Songshan Creative Park, it was raining really hard, so we weren't able to go up Elephant Mountain as originally planned. So we went to another mall, and this mall had a Ghibli store. And now Steph is out looking for food. I'm in our Airbnb because I'm tired. I bought Tiger Balm with my tax credit refund. Tomorrow, our third day here in Taiwan, is going to be pretty interesting because a lot of people to see Shifen and Jiufen and you know, the Yehliu Geopark, they booked tours, but we decided to DIY. Or I decided to DIY, and Steph was kind enough to be like, okay game, I'm wherever you want to go, I'll go to. I'm a little nervous about tomorrow because we are gonna ride several trains, but we're also gonna ride buses. We tried to ride a bus today. I think we went to the right bus stop, but then our bus didn't stop at the bus stop. It kind of stopped a few meters ahead, and I think it waited for us for like a second and then it sped off. So that's our Taipei bus story. Our first encounter with the Taipei bus system. Hopefully tomorrow works out. We have been using an army of apps and Google Maps abusively, so we're gonna trust the technology on this one. And helpful people. And common sense.
we're lovers, don't you know? Oh, we're lovers, don't you know? Bear with me, we're never gonna give up. Bear with me, bear with me. Bear with me, we're never gonna give up. Bear with me, bear with me.
After Yehliu, we hopped on a bus and a couple of trains to go to Shifen Old Street. Steph is very stressed.
I can't wait till the sunrise. My soul's tired of dark. I found my hope in these blue eyes. We're lovers, don't you know? Oh, we're lovers, don't you know? Bear with me, we're never gonna give up. Bear with me, bear with me. Bear with me, we're never gonna give up. Bear with me, bear with me.
Even though Steph and I went to Shifen Old Street, we didn't light a lantern because we thought the practice wasn't environment friendly. Traditional lanterns made of bamboo, cotton paper, and joss paper are difficult to produce in bulk, so the lanterns at Shifen are lined with wire and made with chemical coated materials that can withstand rain. They're flammable, they're non-recyclable, and the area is surrounded by trees, so we just walked along the road, ate tiny crabs and cat-shaped cheese pastries, and tried not to slip on wet ground. Still fun. After an hour, we headed to Jiufen, our last stop of the day. After a nice dim sum dinner at Jiufen, we called it a night and headed back to Taipei. Going on a day trip to Taichung outside of Taipei. Let's go! 4 of our Taiwan trip, and we're in Taichung. Mostly to see the Rainbow Village, but we stopped by the National Taichung Theater, and this is their Sky Garden. And then we're gonna go to lunch and then maybe get some ice cream, and then later in the day we're gonna go to the Gaomei Wetlands to see the sunset. today is our last full day in Taipei, and it's actually a free day, so Steph and I split up, and so we're gonna do our own thing for a little while and then maybe meet up for dinner later around 8:30 at the main station. So the plan today is to take it slow. When I'm traveling, I usually skip a meal or two because I want to see everything. Today I'm just gonna try to, you know, be present and really just appreciate the sights. I'm actually right outside the Museum of Contemporary Art here in Taipei, so I'm gonna go in, spend a couple of hours in there. I actually started pretty late, it's already 11:30. After this, I think I'm gonna go to a mall. I need to buy, you know, a few souvenirs, so that's the plan. I don't have the Wi-Fi because Steph and I played a game for it and she won, so I am basically on my own today, so hopefully nothing bad happens and I survive one piece and we meet up later. And that's it. Let's go.
I didn't film anything beyond the locker room inside the museum. As I said, I was trying to be more present in the moment. And a lot of the installations at the time were videos, so I just watched art for 3 hours. I only took a couple of photos, but I'm pretty sure these weren't allowed. I'll talk about what I saw in just a bit.
I just came from the Museum of Contemporary Art in Taipei and I spent 3 hours there. I was only gonna send 2, but a lot of the exhibits were videos, so it was worth kind of like just sitting down, like watching the entire video to get what everything means. And now I'm gonna go shopping for souvenirs and hopefully meet Steph a little later. There was one exhibit that I really liked, and it talked about phantom limbs in relation to the loss of memory, of history and civilization. It just so happened that the theme of MoCA right now is about transcolonialism and technology, so very interesting stuff. But right now I'm starving, so I think we're gonna grab a bite to eat and then continue shopping. Sorry, so I'm only starting to let the exhibits sink in. My favorite exhibit at MoCA is called Reflecting Memory. It was a short film, a short kind of like documentary film. And at first it tried to define what phantom limbs are. So that feeling of loss, but you know, it's still kind of like a part of you. And at first it talked about it physically, like what happens like when somebody loses an arm, and then it's painful and the trauma is often individual, but then it starts to relate it to kind of like collective memory and a collective body, and very much like, you know, when people experience genocide and what it means for the younger generation now. You know, like we didn't live through those experiences, but somehow it's a part of us. It's a part of our moms and dads and grandparents and our family history, and there's kind of like an obligation and a responsibility to remember that, remember the grief and the trauma. So I just thought that was a very powerful exhibit, and I wish people actually sat through one of those like video exhibits from start to finish, because a lot of the things that were there were very relevant today, and how we're kind of not rewriting history per se, but really more being more true to it, in the sense that we're not hiding trauma, we're actually writing it into our history so that people have a chance to relive that even though they didn't. And I think that's important because it shapes our identity and our choices, you know, what we choose to repeat and not repeat. And that's it. I'm gonna think about this more throughout the day when I get back, but right now I am looking for a way to, like, inside the mall. Oh, this is Taipei 101. Not sure if you saw that, but that's Taipei 101. So let's go shopping! There's also a random rhino in front of this building. Shopping is stressful, but I like it that they don't automatically give you shopping bags in Taiwan. Good for the environment. So basically, after that last night in Ximending night market, we packed, slept, woke up at 6, checked out of our Airbnb, went to the airport, and that's it. Now I'm back home. I'm super tired. I have a lot of pineapple cake. I took a nap.
My first trip to Taiwan was so lovely. I can't wait to go back and explore its other provinces with my family. A truly beautiful place and culture. Till next time, Taiwan.